So I'm going to tell you something nobody in the agency space wants to admit. Your service, your sales, your systems, they all have to die and be rebuilt from scratch multiple times before you're ever going to hit that first 500K month. Look, in this video, I've mapped out every single stage. So here's what's actually killing you right now and what you need to do at each level to get to the next level. So if you're at 0 to 10K a month, you're just beginning, your service sucks. And I say that with love. And it's not because you suck. It's because you just don't know what looks good yet. You haven't gotten enough reps in. You haven't seen enough client accounts. You haven't seen enough industries. You haven't seen enough problems to actually know how to solve them at a high level. This is the stage where you need to have as many conversations as possible with ideal prospects. The only thing you're optimizing for right now is experience. And the way to get experience when you don't have proof is for you to charge less so you can outweigh the competition long enough for you to get sufficient reps in. In fact, I would even argue it would be more beneficial for you to be doing your work for free in exchange for case studies and testimonials, because that's going to be your ammunition to solve bigger deals. Look, the point here is every client at this stage is a case study. Every mistake is a lesson. Every result, no matter how small, is ammunition for you to get that next conversation. Your only goal here is to figure out what looks good so that you can charge more later down the road, because you need to actually back up charging more. Stop trying to shortcut this stage. It's a necessary evil. You have to earn your way through it. Okay, 10K to 50K a month. Let's go. You're signing clients. You found an offer that works. You've probably hired your first 1, 2, maybe 3 people to help you handle the volume. Things feel like they're moving. But usually what's happening under the surface is that your churn is killing you. You know how to sign deals. You don't know how to keep deals. You may be signing deals you shouldn't be signing. You're charging less than you should. And the big one, clients are leaving almost as fast as you're bringing them on, which means every month you're waking up and having to sell yourself back into the same revenue you already hit. This sucks. The fix at this stage has nothing to do with getting more clients. You're just selling yourself into profitability. It's about keeping the ones you already have. This is the level where you have to get serious about your onboarding process, finding early wins for your clients, and building basic systems that increase your LTV with your clientele. You need to sign more deals than you lose while you're still trying to figure out your delivery. Here, you need to sign more deals than you lose. But not only that, you're still trying to figure out your delivery. And if you can figure out your delivery, watch your LTV go up. Your biggest goal at this stage is to plug your leaks. Then you can just pour more water into the bucket. Agency owners at 50K to 100K a month. Chances are you're still in the weeds. You're still on sales calls. You're still in delivery. You're still putting out fires. But this is the stage where you have to make one of the most important decisions of your entire journey as an agency founder. Are you going to be the acquisition founder, or are you going to be the operations founder? Both are completely fine, but you have to make that decision. Now, are you the founder, the acquisition founder, who's going to focus on signing more deals, building the pipeline, owning the revenue that comes into the business? Or are you going to be the person or the founder who makes sure that nothing breaks when deals come in? The founder who owns delivery, the team, the client experience, ultimately is going to reduce churn. So in third grade terms, you have A, acquisition founder, which means I sign clients at a profitable rate each month. And then you have operations founder, which means I make sure clients never leave. And that's ultimately the agency model in a nutshell. You need to be signing new clients at a profitable rate, and then you need to make sure those clients that come in never ever leave. That's it. That's the game. So the truth at this stage is you're going to be doing both, right? You don't have enough revenue to hire the right people, but that's okay because you really just don't have a choice yet. But you need to start leaning into one of these two types of founders, because the way you build the next level of your agency completely depends on which one you are. And the worst thing you can do at 200K a month is continue to stay in the middle. Pick a lane, start owning it, because the next stage is going to absolutely demand it from you. Getting from 100K to 250K a month, this is where things split, and the path you take depends entirely on the decision you made at the last stage. Are you an acquisition founder? Are you an operation founder? Here, you need to be doing one thing 100% well rather than 5 things 20% well. So if you're the acquisition founder, your entire focus is one thing, and that's quadrupling the amount of calls you're booking. That means sending more emails, making more content, spending more money on ads, building more referral partners, creating upsell systems within your existing clients. Here, you are a pure acquisition machine. And because you're locked into that, you need to hire 2 people right away. Your first person is a salesman to handle the increase in volume, and the second person is a head of ops to own your client delivery so you never ever have to touch it again. If you're the operations founder, your entire focus is one KPI, churn. That's it. If you are obsessed with making sure clients never leave, you're analyzing feedback, getting early wins, over-delivering on communication, and building these feedback loops that can actually predict the churn before it ever happens so you can address it before the client does, which is absolutely huge. But not only that, you're building these systems to get your margins to 75%. You're building a talent pipeline so you can hire the best people at scale to handle the new deal flow coming in. And since you're not going to be the guy involved in sales calls, you'll have to hire a salesman, maybe 2 salesmen, depending on the volume of calls you have, because you need to stay focused on what you do best. And you doing the job in the best way is to reduce client churn to an absolute minimum. Agencies at 250 to 500K a month, this is my favorite level to be at, because by now you know exactly what founder you are. And that's actually the problem. I know in the last getting from 100K to 250K a month, are you an acquisition founder? Are you an ops founder? Both are totally fine. But at this stage, things demand for you to get the fuck out of the way and let your agency grow without you. At this stage, you actually turn into the bottleneck. And you just need to get the hell out of your business's way so it can grow without you, because this is when your agency stops becoming a job and it turns into this asset that can grow without you. By now, you should have a head of operations and a CRO or a chief revenue officer. And if you don't, it's time to hire them. Your CRO's only job is to be acquiring net new customers at a profitable rate. Your head of ops only job is to make sure that your clients never leave. Again, are you the ops founder or are you the acquisition founder? And at 250K to 500K a month, you need to hire for both of those. You need to hire for both of those because it's not your job anymore. So those 2 people that you just hired now own the one of 2 things that you used to own, which means for the first time, you're actually free. The founders who get stuck here are the ones who can't let go of being in it. The founders that break through understand that their highest leverage is no longer doing the work. It's multiplying the machine. So why I love this stage so much is you get to focus on fun things. You get to focus on acquiring smaller agencies that offer services you don't, because instead of building every capability from scratch, you just buy the talent, you buy the clients, and you buy the infrastructure that already exists, and you can just plug and play them into your system. It looks like building a high network of other high-level founders and striking these awesome rev share deals with their companies. I'm in Bali now, but last week I was in Dubai. I went to a high net worth dinner, and I signed a 30K a month deal over Shisha. I mean, that's insane. And at this level, and I know this is a cheesy sentence, but your network is your net worth. And the right handshake is worth more than any ad campaign you could possibly run. At this level, you're doing so much revenue, you could also focus on building things like a SaaS or an AI tool that solves the exact problems that your team's dealing with every single day. I mean, if your team has a problem, chances are thousands of other agencies have that exact problem as well. And you're the most qualified person in the room to build that solution. I mean, at this stage, you built a machine of absolute killers. And theoretically, if you've done everything correctly, it's going to grow without you. And if it's not, book a call with me. I can absolutely help. But your job is to use this machine you built to focus on the biggest deals possible or projects that have the possibility of a 10x return in the future. So these are the 5 stages. If you're being honest with yourself right now, you know which one you're at. And that's okay, because now you know what you need to fix and what you need to do to fix it. Grow your business. If you need help growing your agency, book a call with me. I'll work with you one-on-one. Let's scale.